social media is making you depressed. And this is not me trying to sound deep or to get all Joker mode or we live in a society out moment. One could say a very sensitive society, if you will. I truly do think that the average person really shouldn't be on social media. I don't think little kids should have social media. Whenever I go to a restaurant and I see a little kid on their iPad scrolling through YouTube shorts, not interacting with the humans around them. And I don't know if it's just me, but especially when they're little kids, I don't think you should give a little kid an iPad. I think they should be interacting with the parents, with the people around them. I think that's extremely important for development, but we're not here to talk about why giving an iPad a little kid is a bad idea. I'm about to say something extremely brave. I think Twitter is the worst platform of all time. I think it's worse than 4chan or Kiwi Farms. I think the worst of society shows up on Twitter. It was bad before Elon took over, but after Elon took over, it just became a shit show. And truth be told, it's a waste of time. You're legitimately getting nothing out of it. And even if you're a content creator for Twitter, if you make $3 every 6 months from it, I guess that's good. More power to you, I guess. Even though you would make more money flipping burgers, but you know, whatever you gotta do to pay the bills. You're wasting your time. It's nothing but negative stuff on there. You're getting absolutely nothing. If you're just an average person, there's nothing to gain from Twitter. The only thing that's going to happen is you're going to realize how much the world sucks. You're going to get depressed. It's just the worst. There's nothing to be gained there besides hatred and depression and, you know, all the brokies trying to farm clips. The best way to put Twitter is just for all the peasants to eat the leftovers from Twitch, from YouTube. That is literally it. Twitter is the only website where you could tweet out something like, I love life and I hope everyone has a fantastic day no matter what you are or where you are. Blessings. And someone will come on there and be like, man, fuck you and your good day. Go kill yourself, your wife and your kid. And I hope you have a horrible day. And I hope you get run over by a bus. That is the type of shit that happens on Twitter. Like, no one's happy there. It's a dying platform. It's miserable to be in. And it's just making you detached from reality. Because if you see the type of stuff that's going on there, and you actually go outside and experience it for yourself, you're going to be like, oh, wait a second. This isn't how they were saying it was online. Not everyone is as insane or radical as they claim to be. Huh, when you look at that. So you're telling me that Twitter is not real life? That's crazy. That's crazy. Now, I've met people that have told me that, being on Twitter or social media overall makes them depressed. It literally becomes your echo chamber. And YouTube is very different than Twitter. I know how it could come across as hypocritical, being like, yeah, social media is bad, yet I'm a content creator. You know, you're getting first-hand experience. If you want to be a YouTuber, that's completely fine. If you could avoid it, don't have a Twitter. There's nothing to gain from there. YouTube is very different than Twitter and other platforms because you could actually learn something. There's a conversation. There's a, it's a lot better than just a tweet. You're an idiot, you should die. Well, at least tell me why I'm an idiot and I should die. You know what I mean? Like, maybe make a 10-minute long video essay that could clarify things instead of just a tweet. I don't know, it's just different. I'm not saying that harmful content doesn't crack onto YouTube and that could make people depressed and stuff. I'm not saying that at all. I'm just saying it's a lot worse on Twitter. It's a lot more unhinged. I used to be a lot more active on Twitter, but I mean, after a while, you're just like, why am I wasting my time here? I'm like, when you really sit down and think about it, it's like, what is there to gain from here? What is there to gain from being on Twitter and scrolling for 2 hours? Really think about it. Like, the time that you're putting into the platform, is it worth it? Just a platform that's full of hate and discussing people on there, is it really worth it? In my opinion, it's not. Like, maybe if you're getting paid 2 figures per month, I could see how you could, want that. I understand that, but I mean, if you're making like 30 cents per tweet and you're posting negative shit after negative shit or harassing people or just posting the worst people possible for your 30 cents, I'm like, if that's your life, you're pretty pathetic and you should really do something better with your time. I know that everyone says it, but ever since I stopped using Twitter months ago, I've been a much happier person. I'm not even making money off this. Why am I here? I literally said, what the fuck am I doing here? Fighting with people with 2 likes. Yeah, if you're depressed or you're feeling a little sad, I don't want to sound like a boomer, but it might be that damn phone. That all they push is hate and racism and, just the worst people possible. Do the challenge. Delete social media for a week. Delete Twitter for a week and see how you feel. Because when you're constantly bombarded with negative shit, of course it's going to make you depressed. When you're getting negative news after negative news after negative views after negative views, you're bound to get depressed, and you're bound to be like, society sucks. This world sucks. I should kill people, or I should kill myself because, life is not worth living because of all the dark shit I'm seeing on social media. And they're making it a lot bigger than it actually is. So you panic, because that's how they thrive. They thrive of people panicking, being depressed and scared and anxious all the time. This video, like all my other ones, are all over the place. But it's just something that I've been thinking about over the last, it's not new, it's years. It's long before I made content ever. So, think about all the times you spend doom scrolling on Instagram or TikTok. Can you name me the last 5 or 10 videos / reels or YouTube shorts that you saw? I think social media is a useful tool if you know how to use it, but I don't think it's something where you should dedicate most of your day to. You know what I mean? When you could dedicate those same hours to, learning a new language, or building that Lego that you haven't gone to because you've been busy scrolling on Twitter, painting or making your music or whatever the fuck. But I don't think we were built to spend 10, 15 hours on TikTok or on Twitter or on Instagram or on YouTube. I think we're meant for bigger and better things. I'm rarely on social media. I like to go outside. I have a life. I like to do other stuff. I don't live here. And ever since I started making that change and I started talking to other people and, making friends and doing cool stuff and, just doing stuff that I've been wanting to do, I've been a lot happier instead of being in that social media bubble. A small change would be to take a break from TikTok for a day or two and see how you feel. Or Twitter, without Twitter pushing racism and hate towards you 24/7. Like if you're feeling sad, depressed, you think the world sucks, take a break from social media. Because, I know that it sucks and there's a lot of things to criticize. Don't get it wrong. I think there's a lot of things to call out, but Twitter and other people and influencers and content creators amplify it. They want to make it seem like the world is over when it's not. Is it bad? Yes. Are bad things happening? Yes. But it's not as bad as social media, Twitter, and retards like Elon Musk and, all of those other people make it out to be. And we have to stop from these fucking idiots trying to control the narrative and push their agenda to scare us all. I'm talking retards like Hassan Piker. I'm talking retards like Elon Musk. I'm talking retards like a lot of people in government right now. We cannot let these people control our lives or tell us what to fear and what not to fear, what to like and what not to like. This is something that I had in my head for a minute, and I felt the need to yap on this very secret niche YouTube channel where I just talk about whatever the fuck I want. I'm not saying to never go on Instagram or Twitter or Reddit or YouTube or whatever. That's not what I'm saying. What I am saying is that we all need a little break from social media. It could get pretty aggressive. It could get pretty extreme. It could get pretty toxic. We all need a break from it every now and then.